purple thing. Number 10! Number 10! Number 10! Good job, dude. Good job, man. Good job, bro. Good job, man. It was hooked, tangled, snagged, we don't care. It's dead on the boat. It's gonna feed a lot of people, and I'm gonna eat some too. Look at that thing.
We just caught a swordfish, rod and reel.
We're ready now. It's on.
About it all.
Make sure that he only lets out 200 feet.
They're right there on the seat.
Okay.
You want to come over?
Sorry, excuse me. What's this lever do? Excuse me.
Hot rail!
Everybody up.
Stop it. Stop it.
Go ahead,
Stop
hit
it.
it again.
Just land.
Hit me one more time, I'm telling you. You're gonna get it in the balls.
I'm Ryan Griffin, born and raised in Southern California, and I've been working as a professional fisherman and a chef on private sport fishing yachts for 17 years. When I was young, I guess I was like kind of maybe a little bit of a rebel and you know, maybe just didn't really want to follow the societal norm of, you know, going to college. And so I started working on fishing boats full time, and it kind of molded who I am in a lot of ways, because it really taught me the value of, you know, like hard work and what it really meant to actually go in and like put in a really, truly grind it out. And it really was something that's a blessing because of the amount of passion that grew for, you know, the fish that we harvest, and the respect I now have for the experience involved in, you know, really taking good care of your fish. And there's a lot of pride in that, and kind of a really large primitive aspect, you know, that sort of I think is at the root of humanity. And I really feel in touch with myself and, you know, the surroundings when I'm on the water and fishing, and that's definitely the passion side of it for me.
Cloud my cheek on it and reaching.
That's what CG was pointing at.
Yeah.
Like, you should probably go.
You got 3 cameras on you.
Right now, pressure's on. There it is. It's a freaking halibut.
No way.
The gaff.
Nice fish. Right here, Carol. Look at that!
Way to go, David! Over here, David. Real quick.
Insane! That's sweet! What?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Day 3. We are actually a little bit in between islands right now. And it's the only time we're using the Omni sonar is to try to catch bait. Anyways, our mackerel is not the ideal size, so we're trying to get the bigger grade, what we call swordfish size mackerels. So we're running around and giving a little bit of, oh, I'm bumped. Okay, hopefully we get the right grade here. We want the right size for these casters up here so that we can make the proper cast and position for that bite. Bottom one's good. Bottom one goes to this tank, Ryan. Well, fortunately for us, we just caught number 10. But the gap between number 9 and number 10, I think it was 4.5 years or something like that. And you know, it's pretty hard to get one of these things. But we keep ourselves entertained.
What are you gonna do with all this stuff? What are you gonna do with the fish tank?
We fish rockfish, we fish sea bass, we fish yellowtail, we fish striped marlin, we fish bluefin tuna, and previously, in previous years, we also have a commercial permit that allows us to harpoon the fish. But we have this 3 strike you're out rule where, you know, I go up in the pulpit, I present 3 baits, and if it ignores us and gives us that swordfish attitude, we usually feed it the bronze anchovy. He's right there, he kept going.
Okay, we're ready. Great cast. Still up.
Well, nothing to do with it.
The harpoon fishery in California has been around since the 20s. I started in 77 with Jock Albright on a boat called the Ranger, and back then there was about 250 permits, I think. It's pretty steady fishing, you know. It was, they'd gone back and forth between using airplanes and not using airplanes, and the year I first started, there were no airplanes allowed, so we were a straight eyeball fishery, and then I took off on my own in 78, bought my second commercial boat, and that was the best season of all time. We had 283, I think, with on a 34-foot Seaway, little Seaway.
Okay. Take that. Okay. See him, Steve?
I got him.
Yeah, I see him. All right. Day 4, morning of day 4. A little different this morning, woke up, it's nice and sunny. We're north right now. For those of you that may not know the geography of Southern California, but we're in the Channel Islands. We're cruising right in front of Santa Cruz right now. This is a known surface sword fishery. There's been an amazing commercial fishery, harpoon fishery here for decades, and Steve Lassley has been a commercial fishing here for, I think, 2 decades or more, so he knows the waters very, very well. Day 4 today. Day 3 was a monster day for us. Although we didn't catch one, the boys seen 3. And when any day you spot 3 is a big day. And all 3 of them stayed up after casting 3 baits to it. And we were able to call in a good friend of ours that's a commercial fishing boat. and they came in and they harpooned 2 of the 3 fish. I think they might have gotten all 3. So they harvest it and they'll go for good food. And before anybody thinks that's not fair, it is fair. It's commercial fishery. It's all for food. There's no bycatch. There's not a long line in the water where you're catching turtles and everything else. It is for fishing, for consumption. And wish us luck today. It's just awesome being out here. You can see how flat the water is. It's amazing. The temperature right now is probably high 60s and warm up to low 70s. It's just really ideal, and it's great to be out here with everybody. So wish us luck.
What do you say?
9 o'clock.
We got one, 10 o'clock.
Natalie Merchant.
Right up here, Ryan.
In the slick.
They got this one at least 1.5 miles away. We're running right now. You know, we cruise around 10, 12 knots, depending on conditions and visibility. We got 4 to 6 gyros going on each time. Once somebody locks one on, everybody helps out by locking it on. And once we do that, we're running 20 knots. Because these fish, sometimes they don't stay up. You know, there's many times in the past where we're approaching like this and they just sink out. There's no predicting how long these fish will be on top. They don't live on the surface. They're just up here a temporary amount of time. They go right back down. This one's a great spot. We've been running now for probably 3 to 4 minutes, and I still don't see an eyeball yet. The guy's got it on with the gyro, so this is probably at least 1.5 mile spot.
I got it. 12 o'clock, left to right.
Attaboy. And this is what happens once we get close. Before you put down the gyros, you want 1, 2, 3 guys locking in with naked eye before you put the gyros down.
Okay, made up.
Where is it?
12 o'clock, left to right, 1 boat.
I see him. Where is he? One more cast, Steve.
It's 11 o'clock.
Okay, I'm gonna change bait.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I got him underwater at 10.
Okay, one more bait here.
It's 12 o'clock, 11:45.
It wants nothing to do with it.
Not like that. He's still scratching.
I'm right over him.
What a punk, huh?
Totally.
We've been told that the grilled swordfish heart is the best on the barbecue. Here we go.
Gross.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be the bomb. We'll try it. Try anything once.
All right, Ryan, what do you have to say about it?
This is unreal. Literally, it's like filet mignon. Swear to God.
It's Trout's idea.
I almost ate all of it.
So good.
No, man. No, you don't need any barbecue sauce on it.
It's a trip, huh?
You're gonna trip out.
It's not terrible.
It's the last day of our trip. Great trip. We really left. There hadn't been too many sightings in the last week or week and a half, any swordfish, almost none for the season really anywhere, and we were leaving, and I wasn't feeling good about it at all. I didn't think we were gonna find much, and we averaged finding 2 fish a day, and I just dropped Ryan Burr, one of our main spotters, off over in Avalon. He did a great job. He found the most. I think he found 4. He used to fish commercial swordfish with me for about 8 years or so on the Mirage with the harpoon. And so he's got really trained eyes. He was a huge asset. Lassley found a couple, Kevin found a couple. I didn't find any. And that's okay. It works like that sometimes. Anthony rod and reeled number 10. Huge milestone for him. Big fish, 300 pounder. That was super cool. And we got to hand a few off to a boat. They got to harpoon them, a commercial boat. And boys all worked together great as a team. We had Ryan Griffin on here as a guest chef. He did an awesome job on everything, and got to catch a few sea bass. Broke off 4 big tuna. Boys are in the back processing all the fish. It looked a little bit like a commercial boat there for a while. Had little flashback. We had 3 guys in gyros still looking, 3 guys in slickers processing fish. Pretty cool. Processed some swordfish, white sea bass, halibut, rockfish. Full boat.
There we go.
What is it?
Fresh swordfish, rod and reel swordfish.
Last day of the trip.
Here we go on our way home. Finishing it off with a nice swordfish meal, guys. And
That'd be great.
some swordfish. Oh yeah, baby.
All right, well, back in Newport, we just finished up on our 4-day trip. It was a success. It was good to get everybody together. Also to get this boat back in service. We haven't fished this boat for a while. It's been in refit for a while. In 4 days, we ended up seeing 8. The biggest difference in this fishery is you're not positioning the boat and then putting artificials out back and traveling around 8.5 knots. Try to lure the fish to come up behind the boat. This is a completely different style of fishing. It's not that it's better or worse, it's just completely different. This is all, ahead of the boat. 7 out of 8 had absolutely nothing to do with us. And one of them raced around the bait and tried to eat it, and we were fortunate enough to get the hook in one. And 75 minutes later, we gapped a nice 300+ pounder. So. But now we kind of completely switch gears. We got a whole stack of notes for this boat because this is the first trip since the refit. So the team's gonna get on that, and then we'll see you at Azores.